All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ModPod. I am Min, one of your hosts, your co-hosts, actually.
Co-host.
Yeah.
Make sure to get that right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm Darren, the other co-host.
And I'm Orion, the other co-host.
The other co-host.
Imply that there's
Wait,
only
there's
two.
the third.
Darren and Min interviewed their guest for this episode, Orion.
Orion actually won't be back. We're actually changing this podcast to the Mud Podcast.
Yeah, it's
The
called the
Modcast.
ModPod for one episode, and then everything is changing.
Yep, exactly. So, we can start with introductions. Darren, you can go first.
Okay.
We'll go from youngest to oldest.
Youngest to
All right.
oldest.
So, what up, everyone? My name is Darren, but you already knew that. Let's see. I'm a second-year design major at UC Davis. Really big on cars. Probably one of the few people who still watches NASCAR.
The few people who's into cars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of the
exactly.
few people who's in the car.
I drive a
and-
bike.
You drive a bike?
Yeah.
I drive a bike too, to be honest.
Let's go.
Everywhere. But yeah, and I spend way too much money on clothes and shoes.
Very neat.
Yeah.
Oh. Tell us a fun fact about yourself.
That wasn't enough for you?
It wasn't fun enough.
It
wasn't
wasn't
it?
fun enough?
Yeah. Look at it fucking peeking right here.
That's just you.
Me fucking laughing. All right. What's up? I'm Min. I'm a third year cinema, digital media, and design double major. And I really enjoy playing video games, taking pictures, video editing, a little bit of graphic design on the side. You know,
I haven't seen
You
you
do graphic
do
design.
like photos or videos like ever.
Yeah.
exposed. It's okay.
Wait, is this gonna be PG? Is this gonna be like?
I'll be
R-rated?
like maybe like
Pod-
PG-13.
are we gonna-
It depends.
That's that.
I don't know.
What
We'll
about the
see.
kids? What about the kids
PG-17.
listening to us
Oh,
right
true.
now?
How are we gonna
This
inspire
is-
the
this-
kids?
Are we gonna bleep this out in post?
No, this is a podcast for
Okay.
adults.
Okay. All right.
This is an adults podcast made by 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
Oh, 20-year-olds are adults.
Yeah, close enough.
All right.
I'm Orion, and I'm sick.
Fucking sick, bro.
Yes, you are.
I'm a design and economics major, fourth year. I'm about to head out.
I'd have my head out.
And all I do is make music and watch YouTube videos.
I see.
That's my schedule.
Nice. That's the life, honestly. So we're all college students, so we thought we'd share some of our college experience today. Or actually, let's
Is that
talk.
what we're doing?
Sharing our
Yeah, I
college
guess.
experience.
Well, not like maybe like some weird stories from college. Like maybe like
Okay.
some
Shit,
funny
I did
story.
not
You
come
know.
prepared.
Yeah,
It's
I
okay.
didn't
It's okay.
bring
You can
my
think. We'll
notes.
just keep talking. We'll just keep talking.
Okay.
Or we could talk about how we met, sort of. Well, it's actually a long story.
Yeah, it's a very, very long
Yeah.
story.
We're
We've
gonna
actually
talk about-
known
we're
each
gonna-
other. What's up, guys? It's three guys who've known each other for 3 weeks, and we have started a podcast.
Are we gonna talk about it like our first impressions and just like break the friendship right here?
Honestly, at first I thought Min was like kind of fucking weird. Like, why does he keep talking to me? But then,
True.
next thing we know, I'm at his house, not against my will.
And we're shooting a podcast.
Exactly.
This is actually the first time I've ever talked to Min.
Yep.
Yeah.
So me and Orion actually met in another design class. Okay, so we all know each other from this one design class, right? This year, but me and Orion actually met a year ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is the proper word.
Yeah, is that the right word?
Yeah, we were in graphic design.
Yeah.
And honestly, I thought you were kind of intimidating at first.
Really, I thought you were intimidating.
Really?
I was
I
like,
guess everyone thinks everyone's intimidating
Yeah,
because
I
no
was-
one talks.
yeah, it was so weird. That class was like, honestly, I liked that class. Honestly, that was
Yeah, it
good.
was an okay class.
It was really weird because like you would sit like in the same row as us, like but like we would
Yeah.
never talk.
Yeah. I remember we talked like one time.
Yeah, like I
was
would
oh,
ask,
that's
I would
pretty
ask
sick.
about something, and then you'd be like, "Oh, it's that," and I'd be like, "Thanks, I guess."
Yeah. And that was it.
And that was the end of our interaction. But
And then cut to a year later.
1 year later,
we're in this class, letter forms and typography.
Mhm.
I'm sitting in the middle of Min on my left, Darren on my right.
whoa, wait, that's actually how the podcast is spelled.
Oh, dude, it was written in the stars.
Oh my
at the very
God.
beginning.
Yo.
Yeah, I don't even know. We just
We just started talking.
It was
like-
just like you make
No,
comments.
but for the listeners out there, let me tell you something
Yeah,
about
break it
Davis
down.
design department. Okay,
Yeah.
if you walk into a class, 97% of it are girls.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. Like the first day walking to class, like one thing I learned about being in college is you don't just you don't.
Ryan just fucking ripped off his toenail.
Bro, my toenail broke.
Oh,
Honestly, they need to be clipped really badly.
we have to cut. We have to
Cut,
cut this bit
cut.
out.
No,
Right?
no, this is peak
No.
content.
Oh my god.
Go
But
on.
anyways, to go back on track, you walk into class and normally you would be like, oh, I'm not like a very judgmental person, so I'm just gonna sit down wherever and make friends with the people around me.
Exactly.
I've learned that is absolutely not true at all whatsoever in college. So when I saw like 3 guys at a table, I'm like, that's where all the guys are sitting, and that's where I'm gonna sit down. So that's where I was.
Yeah.
And yeah, eventually, I mean, okay, the other thing to know is absolutely nobody talks in design classes. Like,
Yeah.
nobody.
It's really weird.
Even now, it's like the 3 of us obnoxiously like
We're
laughing
the
and
only
talking.
people who
Yeah.
talk.
Exactly. That was the thing. We would just like crack jokes and just like make fun of people in the class, basically.
And everyone else is just sitting like in silence, and we're just like,
DiGiorno text, bro.
tell Squidward DiGiorno text.
But honestly, I feel like we started talking, like the 3 of us, just on the basis of like, we didn't know what was going on in
Yeah,
the class.
exactly.
We were all
we
just
bonded
like,
over how terrible the class
We
was.
bonded.
It was like, bro, wait, did she actually say that we have to do 5 of those? Or
Yeah.
We just bonded over the fact of how lost we were on all the assignments.
Exactly.
yeah. Actually, I think that a key thing in our development was going to print together.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
you
wasn't
still
there,
haven't
yeah.
been there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like if we didn't do that, then we wouldn't talk as much, and
That's
then in
true.
turn, the 3 of us wouldn't talk
Yeah.
as much.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Don't even. Oh, okay, right. Okay. Of course. How do we forget about this? If you dive into water
Oh,
and
no.
you get out,
No.
are you wearing a suit of water?
I'd say yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So technically, if you were to run down the street after jumping into a pool, but like completely naked, you still would be wearing
not
clothes
naked.
technically.
Yeah, you're just wearing transparent clothes that
Exactly.
are
Yeah.
very thin and also skin tight,
And they also disappear.
It
after-
does after like 30 seconds.
and it evaporates.
Yeah.
Okay, so going off of that, if you're
No.
not in the water but you're just chilling normally, are you wearing air?
Okay, I thought you were gonna. All right.
No, I'm not gonna go there.
I don't think so, because like if you were just wearing air, then you would be naked.
Yeah, so we have to define what it is to wear something. It has to be a cohesive material that doesn't like dissolve when you move.
So that means that the water would not be, right? If you get
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not wearing water when you dive into water.
Well, we just blew apart our own theory.
Well, I already knew that you're not, but I just wanted to talk about it.
Well, you are for a very short time. Well, if you're
Yeah.
standing underwater with your head out, are you wearing water?
Yeah. Are you? What do you guys think?
No. I think it depends on like. It has to be a different material than the space you're surrounded by.
So it's like the
If you're in the pool,
So-
then you're not wearing water. But once you step out of the pool, you're wearing
No,
water.
but technically you are. If your head's out of the water, you're wearing it. It's just a really big suit. You're
about,
wearing
like-
the whole pool.
it's like that
What if-
sweater that
So-
SpongeBob made out of his tears.
Does
Yeah.
that mean if you go to the community pool, you're just sharing the same clothes?
Yeah,
with,
you guys
like,
are all
other
in the
people?
same
Wearing
outfit.
the
Wearing the
same
same
water.
clothes.
We're all in the same outfit. Yes.
Supreme X water.
Supreme brand swimming pool
Oh
suit.
no. But speaking of what everyone's wearing and what's
What?
speaking of
Speaking
Oh,
of what
okay.
you're
Oh, I
wearing,
see. That's where you're going. Okay.
Yeah.
all of us are actually completely naked.
We need a clothes sponsor.
Yeah.
Uniqlo, please sponsor
Please
us.
sponsor us. Stitch Fix, please sponsor us.
Okay.
What were you gonna say to me?
Let's talk about
talk about-
Fitz right now.
That's
Yeah?
what we're wearing.
Fits. Oh, okay.
So
Alright.
Fitz is a YouTuber.
So I'm currently wearing a pair of sweat joggers that my mom and little sister got me for Christmas.
Very comfy.
Yeah, they're very comfy.
How old's your sister?
A little stylish. My sister is 12 years old.
Fuck.
You're a sick fuck. Cut that out. Cut that out. And my shirt it's a very basic Diamond Co. T-shirt that I got from my friends like 3 years ago. There's a hole in the armpit. Oh wait, this isn't that shirt. And I came here wearing a pair of Walmart slides.
Okay.
That's my whole fit.
That's
And I have boxer briefs on.
So.
Wait, hold on. Boxers or briefs?
Briefs. Yeah.
So the total cost of your outfit is $0. Have you seen the guy?
Yeah, it is.
Have you seen the guy who goes around to like a bunch of like hypebeasts and asks them like how much their outfit is?
Yeah.
It's like crazy
Astronomical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Drake with the $1 million outfit.
Yeah.
But-
Well, okay. What are you guys wearing?
Well, maybe
I can go
you
first.
first.
I'm wearing a pants. I'm wearing some blue jeans. I'm not sure where they're from. I got them at Marshall's, maybe.
Okay.
No, I've got some underwear. Okay, so I've got I think it's the Neff shirt that I also got
NFT.
from Marshall's. It's actually pretty nice. It has a little bit on the back there, a little bit of seasoning. I've got some
Seasoning.
some really nice Ray-Bans glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I just wear them to look smart. You know, some people
It's
just
like I don't actually need them.
not-
I feel like I look more attractive with glasses on, but
I
who
think
knows?
glasses add to an aesthetic.
Yeah. And there's no product in my hair currently. Is that part of my outfit? I guess so.
Yeah. Sure.
There is nothing in my
not
hair.
Okay, well, not because you don't have anything.
What if I'm wearing hair gel? Am I wearing hair gel?
Yeah.
I guess. Anyways.
And then I've got some Adidas socks that I also got from Marshalls. Shout out Marshalls.
Wow. So are you
This is a full
sponsored?
Marshalls.
Hashtag sponsored.
Yeah. Hashtag ad.
Has the check's been deposited already?
Oh yeah. That's how I got all this clothes. They pay me money so I can buy more clothes
from them.
All right, Darren about to flex with
All
his
right.
outfit.
Okay.
He's
let's
like,
see.
I got 8 sweaters on.
All right,
This
let's
one's
see.
Gucci. This one's Louis Vuitton. This one.
This one's Supreme.
All right, let's break this down. So, I guess let's go top down. So
Yeah.
we got the Hoonigan Gymkhana 10 hat from Gymkhana 10 with Ken Block.
And again, Darren is the only one who knows who that is
Yeah.
out of everybody.
Darren is the only one that has clothes that he can't describe in like less than 10 minutes. Like I'd be like, I don't know, I got jeans on, I got a shirt on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got the trucker hat up there. Olive bomber jacket from Uniqlo. Cause Uniqlo Sesame Street sweatshirt.
Yep.
And then Diamond Supply and Basquiat limited edition
Oh, that's sick.
long sleeve t-shirt.
That's good. That's good.
Gray jeans from Old Navy, I think.
And there the fit falls off.
That's it.
And then we got a Nike Dry Fit socks.
Oh yes.
We have the Cause X Supreme Collapse sweater.
Yeah.
We have the Louis Vuitton bomber, and then I have my Walmart jeans. And to top it off, the Supreme socks.
Supreme socks, but before they were we got Champion socks, but before they were cool.
Yeah.
Got them from Costco.
This the C9 line from Target, the Champion
Exactly.
C9.
Yeah. I'm wearing my Kirkland
yeah.
parka sweater, my
Yeah.
Kirkland brand Costco jeans.
I've got a Kirkland water bottle in my pocket.
Kirkland chain.
I got the
Kirkland signature.
the Kirkland X Rolex on my wrist.
Iced out.
Yeah.
I'm wearing actually a rotisserie chicken.
Safeway brand long sleeve tee.
GameStop exclusive.
Yeah. GameStop
T-shirt.
pre-order exclusive.
T-shirt. Oh,
I'm wearing that Target graphic tee that has Rick and Morty on it.
You know, it was gonna be a sleep shirt, but it was too fire.
Dude, so sick.
What was it like for you guys, like growing up, like in like elementary school and that sort of thing? Because I know we come from like
What
really
was it
different
like?
places, you know. So it's like at the age of 5.
I lived as an
lost-
only child. I had friends in elementary school. I went to after school care, which is probably very formative. Every Friday we could bring our Game Boy, so I was like with my boys on Pokemon. That shit was so
And
hype.
you're still like that.
Yeah.
I
a little
assume.
bit.
Yeah.
And then I went into middle school, had my really cringy phase where me and my friends would just play Minecraft for all day, every day. I would make Minecraft mods, but they weren't good. I just tried to. I used to make Minecraft gameplay videos,
Oh, same.
in middle school. And then high school, I was still cringy for the first half, and also my third year mostly. I feel like senior year is when I started to finally become a little bit less cringy.
I'm still cringy.
Oh, in middle school, I started playing trumpet, which is my first like musical foray, and then I picked up piano in high school, and then
That's
guitar,
really interesting.
and then violin.
Most people don't start out with a trumpet and be like, I'm gonna go learn every other instrument.
That's true.
You're like,
But it's
wow,
like-
I really love this.
Yeah.
I just liked it. I don't know. I was like, piano seems like you can do more than I'm doing now. So
No,
I was like,
absolutely.
I did that.
Let's talk about like how crazy your musical talent is. Like we were both me and Darren were both blown away by the fact that you could just kind of play whatever instrument that you put in your hands, which is a crazy trait. Like that would be a really cool like.
I feel like it just comes from like basic musical knowledge. If you know enough music theory, you can like figure it out. And in band, I played a bunch of instruments, and yeah, guitar and piano are like the two that I play the most now. So those are like, yeah.
This is really interesting.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Would you rather be able to play any instrument or be able to sing any song,
Oh.
Sing any song.
but like really well?
Yeah, I'd rather be a good singer.
You could like.
Is this
get
assuming that you
producers.
can't play an instrument if you are a good
Yeah,
singer?
yeah.
Oh, actually, that's really hard. I think I'd choose the instrument.
Wow.
Instruments, every
That
instrument.
is actually, well, I can't even think of an answer for my own question. That is a really hard.
I feel like the cap for what you can do on an instrument is higher than when you're a singer.
I
Like,
guess
you can
so.
only sing so well. Like, if you sing super well, like you belt a high note, people will be like, "Wow, you're like really good." But if
Then
you're,
it gets higher and
if you're
higher
on
in
a
people's
guitar and you're
ears.
like, then it's like, "Wow, I can't even like process
Yeah.
the
That's
skill of
true.
this person."
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I think I'd choose instrument as well. What do you think?
I'd say instrument. I think it's more versatile. I mean, I feel like my singing voice has been bad anyways my whole
Well,
life.
but then it would be
So
good.
yeah, but I think I've lived with it. It's fine. I think I'd rather be able to. I've always like.
I guess there's more things you can do with playing instruments than you can with singing. Right?
Yeah, and it's just like even last time when we hung out, like Orion just like sat down at the piano and started playing like, and that's something a lot of my friends do too, and that's kind of something always I've wanted to do is just be able to like pick up a guitar and start just like playing some tunes
absolutely.
and just like jam out and have fun.
But you can though.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to learn.
I don't know.
Let's all learn guitar. So next episode, Orion's gonna teach us how to play
Next episode is
guitar.
the guitar episode.
Yeah.
I'll bring in my Stratocaster and then
Sponsored by Fender, by the
Yeah,
way.
they're gonna sponsor the episode. You
have the
got their
Squire.
number?
Yeah.
Let me give him a call.
Yeah. All right.
Min, what about your musical?
My music. Okay, so I started playing piano at the age of 5, the tender age of 5.
Wow.
As most Asian parents
Yeah.
force you into.
Yeah.
So I stuck
And
with
you
it.
use the abilities to play Shelter.
That's it. So basically, I learned up until like senior year or junior year of high school, from 5 all the way. I switched piano teachers like halfway through, but it was mostly just classical piano, which I didn't really entirely enjoy because I wanted to play songs that I liked, you know. So I started to like learn like stuff, like learn chords and play through like chord structures and stuff. But I'm not nearly as good as you are, obviously.
Practice, bro.
But I sometimes I get the feeling that I can just like, you know, I just like to sit down and play for a while. It's really like relaxing. But what do you think? Like it's just a cool thing to be able to do, just to play music. Like it's nice to like impress people with, you know. Like I can play more piano than the average person can.
Yeah,
play,
exactly.
You know.
It's satisfying when you sit down and play something and everyone's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you're like, "That's fucking right."
But then people who actually know how to play piano will sit down and you're like,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
No,
like,
I also feel that way. When someone's like really good and then it's like, oh, they know that I'm not actually good. Like everyone who doesn't know thinks I'm good.
Exactly.
And then someone who is actually good is like, that person's
Like, I have
okay.
enough piano skill to flex on people that don't know how to
Yeah,
play.
exactly.
Right? And then if someone actually knows how to play and they start jamming out, I'm like, well, okay.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Still, like,
Well, I mean, everyone learns at a different level, you know?
And everyone
plays
has like a different like
style,
drive to
yeah.
do it. Like
Mhm.
if you really want to learn piano really well, like
Yeah,
you will just sit
exactly.
down and practice it.
Exactly. That's like that was my problem. Like I didn't want to practice as much. Like I was like very addicted to video games, even more than I am now. Back then, I was like, I'd rather do this, you know. But maybe I should have stuck with piano more, or something like that, you know.
Yeah, it'd be
You
cool.
know, it's just weird that you can't see like what would have happened if you stuck with something instead of like,
Mhm.
wow, this is
Especially being 21 and it's like, ooh,
yeah.
I don't have time to become good at something anymore.
Yeah.
Oof.
We're old. We're actually on a steady decline into death.
We've already reached peak and we are currently declining right now in
20
every
years.
facet.
Yeah. Oh man.
Darren, are you a
It's-
gamer? Have you ever been a gamer? You don't strike me.
Nah,
You
I
strike me as
mean-
too much of a normie to be a gamer.
He said he plays. You need to play Need for Speed, right?
Yeah, Need for Speed was kind of my childhood go-to. Like
Okay.
Need for Speed Carbon, I would be always on that. I was into the series a lot, and then I don't know, car racing games kind of just got repetitive, and like
It's
there's
like when
only so
people-
much you can invent and be inventive with it. You know,
It's like when guys
Yeah.
buy like NBA 2K or something every time it comes out. And
yeah,
it's just
it's
like,
like new players or whatever.
they just slightly better graphics.
Yeah,
but
or
it
different.
plays exactly the same.
Sometimes not even better graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I would
Uh,
know because I never played anything.
But let's see, or just going back to the musical background thing. So
Mhm.
I also, like Min, started piano when I was very young. I don't know what
It's an Asian
year
thing.
it was. It's an Asian thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
And my parents always told me, yeah, like if you're gonna learn any instrument, this is the best one because it's like the most versatile.
Yeah.
And
It's not mobile though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only problem
Yeah.
with it.
And after a couple years of hating practicing it and going to private lessons and feeling really
Yeah.
bad when my teacher asked, "Oh,
Did you
so how
practice?
was
Yeah,
how
dude,
are the
same.
songs?" And I'm just like
Yeah.
dot.
Yeah.
So I eventually just dropped it, but for my parents to allow that, they were like, "Okay, you gotta take up music in some other form." And I was like, "All right." So in 6th grade, I joined the school band. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I actually like really, really liked that experience. I never thought of myself as like the band kid or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
but-
pretty cool. I would never have like pegged both of you guys as band
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well,
maybe Orion.
Fuck you. At my high school, it was like our band was very like non-stereotypical. Like it was like
A bunch of like proper British kids just.
it was like when you think of the stereotype of a band kid, it's like they're kind of weird and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
strange. Like
Their hair is
like,
a different color.
Yeah, like the stereotype is like theater and band kids are like kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our band was like
The cool
Cool.
kids.
A
Yeah,
bunch of
it was
alpha
like-
kids
Okay.
just
yeah, like people liked the band and most of the people weren't cringy, but there were
Yeah.
typical
Right,
stereotypical band kids, but for the most part it was like we were strangely cool.
He's like, "Yo, Chad, why'd you
Yeah.
touch my piccolo, bro?"
Dude, the buffiest guy. Everyone in band was ripped as fuck.
It's like,
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of ironically, I went from the quote unquote most versatile instrument to like the least versatile instrument in the euphonium, which probably no one's
That
like,
sounds
ever
like a
heard
Pokemon.
of.
Literally the funniest shit that you played the euphonium.
Yeah.
I would never ever think that you played.
I don't even know what that is. It sounds
Yeah,
like a Pokemon.
It's
so-
like a mini tuba.
It's basically a mini
Oh.
tuba. The other name is more commonly known as like a baritone.
Oh,
But, like
okay.
the
Yeah,
band
I know
teachers will be like, "Oh, euphonium is the proper term." So that's we kind of got that ingrained in us.
Interesting.
Did you ever go on band trips?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Dude, band trips were
Yeah.
the sickest thing. Like
Really?
that.
That was fun.
Those are some of the best memories. Like going to play in festivals, and then they have like the award show at like,
Oh
Disneyland.
yeah.
And
That
you
sound-
spend
yeah.
the whole day at Disneyland
pretty cool.
and waiting for and then the payoff when they're like, and wait, I don't want to. Okay, bleep that out.
And Orion's high school.
and
Orion's
ex
high
high
school.
school gold 92,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh fuck, bro, we did it.
That's awesome.
But no, I mean, I think like the trips were definitely fun, and especially just like at least being part of a band, like being able to kind of I don't really do like any sort of performance arts, but to be on the other side of that and have people watch you instead of you watching them is like a totally different experience. Like being
Yeah.
in concert,
Nerve-wracking.
even if you're like sitting like in the back or like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
in the big group like marching down a street, like it's
Yeah.
it's very very interesting, kind of nerve wracking at some
Yeah, we
points.
like with like piano lessons, and I had to like perform, like do like concerts and stuff, and it was so terrifying. Like I would sit there and just
Yeah.
like bounce my leg up and down. Like I was chewing a piece of gum one time, like to like calm my nerves, and I chewed it so much that it just like dissolved like in my mouth, and it was disgusting. Like I was stressed.
Oh my
possible.
god,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, it was
Holy.
terrifying. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's just crazy. Like you're like, but then when you play, it's fine. But like you're so scared of like messing up.
Yeah.
That,
It's a very distinct experience to be waiting to go perform.
yeah.
Like when you're with your like group and you're in the back room waiting for your turn to go on, it's
Yeah.
like there's something so specific about that feeling of like adrenaline. It's
Yeah.
like cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
Well, that was a good 20-minute segment on
I think so
band.
too. Yeah, that was actually the probably the best content that we got. We're gonna call it for the day.
This
We'll
has
see
been learning a lot of information about 3 people you probably don't know that well.
and you probably don't care
Care
about.
about-
it.
yeah.
Did you know that Darren plays the euphonium?
There will be a quiz next episode. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Watch out for that.
It will be on Instagram, so you
probably
want to study
we'll
up.
see. Yeah.
And one of the questions will be comparing 3 different kinds of sans serifs.
Yeah.
Oh,
typefaces,
no.
So.
We should think of ways to engage
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
people listening next time.
All right. Well, that's it for the ModPod today. We will see you guys sometime in the future, or maybe not.
Yeah.
Next week.
This could
next
very well
week,
be the final episode.
the episode 0.
Yep.
All
All right.
right. And
Later. Bye, Mom.